This is Optimal Living Daily, episode 1376, an excerpt from the book, The Power of Vital Force. Fuel your energy, purpose, and performance with ancient secrets of breath by Rajshri Patel, and I'm Justin Malik. Happy Tuesday and welcome back to Optimal Living Daily, or the OLD podcast, where I read to you from some of the best blogs I can find and get permission from, covering self-help, minimalism, productivity, anything that I think is worth your time. Sometimes book excerpts too, like today. Before we get to it, investing can be hard and confusing, especially with ticker symbols and charts flying back and forth on business channels like it's the runway at LAX. But why should something so important to your family's future be left up to the talking heads on CNBC? Enter the Motley Fool. They give you straight talk without the fancy jargon and noise you're used to. Their flagship service, Stock Advisor, gives you 2 brand new stock recommendations every month, with daily analysis and coverage coming directly to your inbox daily. So what are you waiting for? Go to www.fool.com/optimallivingdaily to learn more and claim an exclusive discount only for listeners. So today's author is Rajshri Patel, who is a mind and meditation expert and an international self-awareness coach, having taught hundreds of thousands of people in more than 25 countries on the power of meditation, mindfulness, breath work, and more. It's great stuff. You can find the book on Amazon and more info at rajshripatel.com. For now, let's get right to it and start optimizing your life. An excerpt from the book, The Power of Vital Force. Fuel your energy, purpose, and performance with ancient secrets of breath by Rajshri Patel. If you've ever watched a child throw a temper tantrum, you know exactly what craving looks like. A child in the throes of a kicking and screaming fit wants something so badly, a toy, an ice cream cone, whatever, that it's as if their mind and body have become completely consumed by the object of their desire. Children in the throes of a tantrum look like they've been possessed. They'll yell and scream, "No, I want it now. Give it to me now." They will not stop until they get what they want or move on to another toy. The worst tantrums end with the parent throwing in the towel because they've gotten so fed up, or the child moves on to wanting something else. On occasion, the tantrum ends because the child has gotten tired for the moment, but only for the moment. The child will be back full on after a short nap to recover the necessary gusto. Don't fool yourself into thinking you've grown out of this kind of behavior. We grown-ups suffer from the gimme-gimmes just as much as, if not more than, small children. Adults throw tantrums all the time. The only real difference is that we learn not to do it in public or even to show it in private, so we appear to have better control over our desires. Instead, we wear our crazy on the inside, throwing tantrums in the privacy of our own minds. Our minds can easily become possessed by desire in the pursuit of what we want. In this state, we burn through our life force more quickly than a flame burning through an oiled rope. Now, I know your mind is telling you right now that going after what you want with single-pointed focus is an act of determination, and there's nothing wrong with that. I agree with you, but only so long as you're not losing your peace of mind or your sleep over it. At that point, it's not determination, but your inner crazy. Close your eyes quickly and think about something you really, really want, something that your happiness or even just your okayness depends on. It could be a house, a job, an ideal body weight, the fulfillment of a goal or dream, a life partner. If there's nothing you're craving that strongly right now, think back to a time in the past when you wanted something so badly that it hurt. The wanting became more powerful than you. What happened to your mind? It zeroed in on the object of desire, excluding all else. When the mind is in craving, all of our attention and energy is going toward, I want it, I want it, I want it. What do I want? That. When do I want it? Right now. Emotions intensify, racing of thought increases, clarity and coherent judgment are lost. We call desire blinding because it renders us unable to see or focus on anything except for the object of our desire. There's a total loss of perspective. Nothing else matters. This mindset has a profound effect on your health, relationships, career, happiness, in short, every aspect of your life. If you pay attention to what's going on physically in craving, you may initially notice sensations similar to those of resistance, a tightening in the chest, shortening of the breath, tension in the muscles. It's the body in a state of non-acceptance. You can't accept the fact that you don't have what you want, and your entire body is tightening up in protest. But there's something else going on too. If you keep exploring this inner experience of craving, you'll start to notice a strong sensation of heat rising. Think of it as the heat of desire. Physically, emotionally, mentally, and energetically, what craving does is build heat. When desire is especially strong, we say it's feverish because the temperature of the entire system is literally rising. The fluids in the body, all the nerves, arteries, and energy channels start to boil up. It's what we call a burnout. Think about what happens when you heat elastic things like rubber, or in this case, arteries and energy channels. They get loose and floppy. Energy starts to leak out. What you're doing is melting down and burning through your own life force. You're leaking out vital energy, and you'll quickly lose the stamina, endurance, and resilience you need to go after what you want. You're becoming loose and floppy. I don't think you need me to tell you that this isn't the best state for being dynamic in life. Craving is a fast burn that spreads like a wildfire through the whole system. Huge amounts of energy are exerted both to fuel the fire and to cool down the system so that it doesn't boil over. Highly ambitious people, myself included, are at high risk for burnout because, as we've seen, ambition, which is nothing more than a desire to achieve one's goals, easily tips over into craving. The energy of ambition can fuel and motivate us in the short term, but if we don't balance it with rest and release, we end up running out of fuel when we're only halfway through the race. It's fast-burning energy that can power us through a sprint, but it's not ideal for running a marathon. Life isn't a sprint. Your career, your family, your most important goals are not a sprint. Accomplishing anything meaningful is a marathon, requiring steady, stable energy that lasts over time. It requires stamina and resilience, which are expressions of life force. The ability to endure and persevere comes from stable life force, not from the energy of a kettle boiling over. You just listened to an excerpt from the book, The Power of Vital Force, Fuel Your Energy, Purpose, and Performance with Ancient Secrets of Breath by Rajshri Patel. You can find it on Amazon, and more info is available at rajshripatel.com. Now, ever wondered how to invest or struggled to understand how to make your money work for you? You probably want to hear about the Motley Fool then. The Motley Fool was founded 25 years ago in a garage by brothers Tom and David Gardner. And in those 25 years, Motley Fool members got access to recommendations like AOL in 1994 before You've Got Mail was a movie, Amazon in 1997 before Prime Day was a thing, Netflix in 2004 before you were binging Stranger Things, and Marvel, now Walt Disney, in 2004 when Tobey Maguire was still Spider-Man. Every month, Tom and David each pick a stock and provide a deep dive and analysis exclusively for members of their Stock Advisor service. Members get exclusive access to the Stock Advisor website with daily updates that cut through the noise of the financial market. So what are you waiting for? Go to www.fool.com/optimallivingdaily to learn more and claim an exclusive discount only for listeners. All right, I'll leave it at that. Hope you're having a great day. Thank you for being here and listening to me and for subscribing to the show. And I'll be back tomorrow reading to you. So I'll see you there where your optimal life awaits.